Last time we got lost a lot. This time, hopefully less of that and more progressing through this and not taking 9 years. So, cleared out the warehouse area, or the back entrance, or whatever you want to call it. Got the key to open this door, so I guess we're moving on to whatever is beyond this. I don't know if this is just the second half of the area, or if we're close to the end. I don't remember enough about it to really say. But either way, let us get prepared for Pickleheimers, whatever that might mean. Are you gonna turn around? Come on. I could do single battles, but double battles are more interesting, yo. At least that's what Nintendo seems to think, since I think most of the tournaments are in doubles format. Also, I feel the need to point out that, surprisingly, the, Galactic Grunts have not been using, like, Wurmples and shit. Because I seem to remember that being the case in Diamond and Pearl. Like, you would get to this part of the game and they would have, like, a level 36 Wurmple that has absolutely no reason to not be evolved into something, and even if it was, would still be fairly unimpressive. In this one, they've at least kind of stepped up their game a little bit. Not that Golbat is exactly creative or even all that impressive, but it's at least something that can cause damage to your team. Such as here, where it managed to poison both of my Pokemon. So let's just go ahead and things. Is this going to be a battle of many Golbats? Because that's what it's looking like. Can we have a fourth? Come on. Come on, 4 Golbats. Nope. This one decided to be somewhat more original by using a different Pokemon that we've already seen a few times. I like how the evil teams always feel the need to use a bunch of poison and dark types, because it's like, we bees evil, yo, that's what we do. I have a feeling that's why Gen 1 had so many poison types. I want to say it had like 30 or something. So like, literally a fifth of all of the Pokemon that existed were part poison. Ever since then, they've never really created that many poison types. Like, it's probably one of the most underrepresented now. I'm trying to think, like, Gen 2 had, like, Spinarak, and that might have been it, if we're not counting evolutions. If we are, then there's Crobat. Gen 3 had a few. 4 had Krogunk and Skorupi. 5 had, like, Garbodor, and a couple others, I think. Yeah, it had a Moongus. I'm sure there's a third one I'm forgetting. And then Gen 6, if I am remembering right, I want to say only had Skrelp. So yeah, it's like, I don't know, kind of weird. It's one of those types that I usually consider not that great, which is why I'm doing my team of all poison in the red on the Virtual Console, but I'm not going to be talking about that team yet today, even though I've pretty much said my entire team at some point. I'll save that one for a later video. This time, we're going to be talking about Pixelmon, because that totally counts as a game. It probably doesn't, but it's what I did between Y and the game after it, so figure it might as well get a mention. But yeah, this was the Pixelmon server that we hosted on the computer and let other people play on back in the day. It was... Jeez, I can't talk today. It was, looks like January of 2014 was when it came up. Lasted for a couple months before it kind of died off. Actually, no, hold on. I was going to say it was hosted on our computer. I think it was to begin with, but then we eventually got, like, a different place to host it, because this was when I was generating a ton of static electricity for no real reason, and every time I stood up, it turned the computer off. I remember a lot of people lost progress because of that. It was pretty good. But Pixelmon server was fun. It has the curse of being a Minecraft server in general, in that basically people lose interest very shortly and it just kind of dies off. Because that is definitely what happened to this one. I know that there was a group of people that continued playing it for a while after everybody else left, and then eventually we stopped paying for the server and it just kind of disappeared, which does kind of suck. I feel bad for anyone who was actually still playing on it, but it was okay while it lasted. For those who were not part of it and didn't see any of the videos I put out about it, first of all, if you don't already know, Pixelmon is just a Minecraft mod that adds Pokemon into it, as you'd probably expect. It's fairly in-depth. The mod in itself is not that well put together, though. It is really buggy. A lot of the... Jesus. Sorry. A lot of the models are kind of awful, but that actually starts getting into a whole other subject, which I don't know if I want to get into, but in short, I feel like the models should be kind of crappy, because it's Minecraft and everything is blocky looking. I don't know why they're like focusing on making everything look super smooth, but... Ooh, we gotta read this book, it's important. The. It is with time. On, for it is, Olga. High-tech device, huh? What did he do, leaf rubbings? And we've got the Kia, everything. It is Kia. Alright. And here is a fridge. What the hell? Murky, sinister drinks, okay. Anyway, we got the choice of 3 warp pads. But yeah, back to Pixelmon. Again, not going to talk too much about, like, the mod itself. If you care, then you can look it up on your own, but, sorry, I keep getting interrupted by plot. Here we've got, the Happy Cult, or whatever the hell they were called. Yeah. I like the flashing logo on the screen, because they don't already have the logo on the walls and stuff. They have to have it there, too. I have no idea what this guy's going on about. And then the grunts start roaring. Yeah, he's the greatest. Yeah, he has a weird plan. He's not going to include us in it. Yeah. Yeah, he teleported somewhere. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, Cyrus is freaking weird. He's probably the most intense of any of the, like, evil team commanders, but, I mean, he certainly has the most diabolical plot, but, as I've said before, Galactic as a whole is just kind of weird because they intentionally don't let the grunts know what's going on. It's kind of an interesting take on things, though. I don't have any... Wait, where is this? Oh, we're... Okay, hold on. I came from over here. I thought there was, like, a ledge separating me from the crowd, but apparently not. Alright. So this way leads to a place that is the best sign in the game. But anyway, I'm getting somewhat lost here, but I want to make sure I'm, like, exploring everything, and I keep interrupting my own story. Anyway, point of the server. We had a lot of kind of, like, weird systems set up and a lot of mini-game type things you could do. Not really mini-game, but, like, objectives, I guess would be a way to put it, because Minecraft is open-ended, and people lose interest when they don't have anything to do. So we had people set up gyms. Gym system was pretty fun. You could apply to be a gym leader and build your own gym and make it however you wanted, and I let people challenge you, give out badges. It was pretty cool. I had a flying gym, which I based on the cruiser crossing the sky from Mario 64. It's just a big ship up in the air, and there is a beanstalk leading up to it that you had to climb. The gym team that I used was Charizard named Charlie, with like way too many A's in it, a Scyther named Cypher, an Aerodactyl named Pito, after the creator of that Mega Man quest that I like in Zelda Classic, Flygon named Colonel Sanders, and a shiny Fearow named Sparrowed. Oh, I didn't realize there was a doll in there. Okay. The shiny Fearow was a trade from somebody else. I didn't actually catch that one on my own. And Sparrowed is like all capital apostrophe D at the end. It's a Teen Girl Squad reference. But that was my team. I got those up to like 50 or 55 or something. It was pretty decent because Flygon isn't the flying type, but I figured it fit in with the rest of them, and with the other flying types I had a good type variety, so it was good for coverage. That's partly why I picked flying as my gym type, because it has so many different ones that you can use. We'll use you. So those were my main guys that I used in most stuff. I also had a Starmie named Not Rick, which was the same level as the others pretty much. It wasn't the flying type though, obviously, so I didn't use it in the gym. I did use it in the Poke Cup though, because later on in the lifespan of the server, we opened up a tournament, basically. It was this giant-ass coliseum that everybody kind of helped build. I am still kind of amazed how good that thing came out. There is a video of it somewhere showing it off and all of its gloriousness, because that thing is freaking huge. But, yeah, we had a big tournament. It had 4 different categories based off the ones from Pokemon Stadium, with a few little adjustments. So there was the Pichu Cup, which was levels 15 to 20. Poke Cup was 50 to 55. Master Cup, I think it was called, was like anything goes. And then, oh yeah, Pika Cup was like, I think 30, 35-ish, I don't remember exactly. I entered in 2 of those. I was in the Pichu Cup, where I used a Nidoqueen, Executor, and Porygon. None of those actually got nicknames. The Porygon was... This is in a version of Pixelmon before you were able to get one normally. Like, the way you get one now is when you craft a PC, you get like a 1 out of 100 chance of it spawning, which is still stupidly rare, but at least it's possible. In this one, we set up this system where you would get like Pokebucks for winning gyms and stuff, and the Pokebucks were just sponges. And Porygon cost like something like 250 sponges. I don't remember how much it cost, but it was a lot. So I actually did get one, used it. I remember the Execute being a massive pain in the ass because they don't spawn very often, and I had to get one under level 15. I had to get one like in a very specific level range so that I could get it with like Leech Seed or something and still have it be usable in the tournament. I don't remember exactly. But I used those 3, and I want to say I placed 2nd. I don't remember. Yeah, I think actually Bruna beat me, because she had this rollout Miltank that just destroyed everything. So I got 2nd in that one, and I actually got 1st place in the Poke Cup, where I used the Scyther, the Flygon, and the Starmie. But, like I said, those were fun times. There were other things going on in that server which I could talk about as well. It's not entirely Pokemon related, but who cares? Let me make sure I'm paying attention to what I'm doing first, though. Don't feel like running back and healing, so let me take care of this real quick. Do I have any plain potions? I do have fresh water. I will use those. But, yeah, before I talk about other stuff, the other Pokemon I was going to use in that, but ended up not using, I had a Eevee that I was going to evolve into Leafeon, named Little Green, which is a name I ended up using for something else later on down the line. A Kabuto named Metroid Thingy, and a Clefairy named Cosmo. I started to raise them and just kind of stopped. I don't remember exactly why. I think I was raising them before I decided on making the gym team and stuff, and they didn't really fit in, so I'm like, whatever. But, the other main thing I'll mention about the server, since it was something that I did specifically, other people can talk about their own things that they worked on, obviously. I don't know as many details about those. But, before I get into that, it looks like we're having a boss fight here, so let me go ahead and lay down a save state and see how this is going to go. Insofar. Is insofar actually a word? I'm guessing it is. It's just a weird one. Yeah, they're a little bit useless. Okay, I am happy that he said couldn't care less. At least he was correct about that. He may be an evil genius going to destroy the entire world, but at least he's grammatically correct. So basically he's Spock, but if Spock was a jackass. Spock meets Voldemort, maybe. I don't know. Alright, let's see how this is going to go. He's only got 3 Pokemon, which is surprising. I figured he'd have more at this point. Alright, I think I have attempted to outspeed a Sneasel with Stacy before, and it didn't go so well, so let's try and do this the smart way. I am imagining it's probably going to use Night Slash, maybe? I don't know. Whatever. We'll just send out Ori and see if it takes the hit. Nice punch, alright. I would have liked to set up a Reflect or whatever, but I didn't know if I'd be able to survive the attack going in. Well, so much for that. So let's set up that barrier. Or Reflect, or whatever the hell it's called. Oh, god damn it. Okay. Let's actually... See, this is why I do save states, because it's like... I'm saving, but not as slowly. Off-screen, I actually did buy Reflect. And I thought I used it in that battle earlier, but I wasn't paying attention, so... Yeah. Wait. Yeah, getting rid of barrier, putting up Reflect. Okay, so now we can actually do dual screens. And, since we know what's going to be the first thing sent out, let's go ahead and prepare for it properly. I could just... Yeah, you know what? Screw it. I'm just going to go for the, What the hell fighting move does this thing have? It's not Cross Chop. Why can't I think what it's called? Brick Break? No. Fighting move. Go. Force Palm. That's what it is. Jeez. Don't screech at me. What's that gonna do? Yep, now you dead. Because you made a bad decision. Alright. What's he got next? He is one step ahead of the others. But yeah, this part doesn't really make any sense, because he's like this weird, emotionless, distant Spock Voldemort. And, yet he was able to raise this thing's happiness enough to evolve it. Which, game mechanic-wise, is not that unbelievable, because that means he could have just walked a lot. But if we're going off of, like, lore and how happiness is supposed to work, then that means he must have, like, shown it affection, which I'm guessing he didn't. So, I don't know. Not sure where the Crobat came from. Will we be able to kill it in one hit, though? No. Well, we did a good job anyway. And let's see, I'm going to send out you. and start rollout on whatever is coming out after this. Or that could happen, that makes sense. Not wanting to speed this up because this is a good song. Oh boy, Confusion, my favorite. Probably should have set up a defense curl. Not that it would have helped with Confusion, but it would increase the damage output. The thing with Confusion is you can cure it with, like, full heal and stuff, but I never want to because it goes away on its own anyway. God. I swear, for a 90 accuracy move, rollout misses way too much. Okay, take the hit. Oh, God damn it. Alright. I could heal, or I could just switch. I'm gonna go for the switch here. You have super effective, so yeah. And you're also weak to bite, so I didn't plan that out very well. Okay, screw this song. I don't care anymore. And there we go. Crobat down. And I don't know what his third Pokemon is. Oh, okay. Could stay in and use Thunderbolt. Yeah, I will. Does this thing have, like, Sucker Punch? Or what does this thing have? Because if it does, that's not exactly good for me. Let's find out. I think these things are mostly physical, right? Yeah. Oh. Well, it didn't matter. Okay. Maybe you can get it to sleep or something. Or you could probably die to Drill Peck. Yep, okay. Well, this is going really great. Whatever. Come in and just kill it with Flamethrower. That's your job. Oh. I didn't realize Honchkrow was that sturdy, because I did use one before, I just don't remember its stats that well. Also, I have to point out, I'm thankful that this thing is not called, like, Donkrow, or something like that, because, its Japanese name is, like, Don Karasu or something, and that's what most people were probably expecting it to be called when it was localized, but, there were a lot of Pokemon with Don in their name for some reason. Like, there's Rhydon, Hippowdon, Donphan, Gastrodon, and it was just kind of an overused thing in names, and I was hoping that they wouldn't use it, and they didn't, so that was good. I still don't know why they used it for Gastrodon and Hippowdon, though. And he rambles on a bit. Why you give me Master Ball? Okay. Well, you just did. I don't get this guy, he's weird. He's like, I don't need this because I don't use Pokemon, even though he just freaking, like, I don't get it. I think that part of the idea behind this is, like, he's not going to try to catch Dialga and Palkia because that limits their power. That's why he's using the red chain thing. But the text didn't really get that across. Oh, needless to say, it came from a Pokemon, of course. So yeah, let's... Yeah. So this explains it, but still, it, like, I don't know, it could have been done a little bit better, I think. I think the red chain is an actual key item that you can hack in, but it doesn't do anything. I'm not sure why it was ever coded in the first place. Must have been part of the storyline at first. Alright, let's see where this goes. I guess we're just up here for flavor reasons. Anything hidden? No? Okay. Insert Hitler jokes here. And... does this lead to the Lab of Horrors? Yes, it does. well, the lab of, like, PG horrors. They're not really that scary, but I guess for a Pokemon game, it's kind of dark. Okay. What are those? Those eggs? What is that? Is that pimento cheese? What is that? Sir, what is that? I like how these people are like, oh, this is disgusting. How could we do this? Like, I don't know. Why did you do it then? It's also not really that disgusting. I guess putting them in, like, torture chambers is pretty bad, though. Are these torture chambers? Like, what are these things? They are experiencing pain, whatever's going on. Also, how did they get them into these things if, like, touching them erases your memory or whatever? Because that's what's supposed to happen. Fuhyahya. I'm trying to, like, actually pay attention to the storyline this time. A chance to enjoy its sweets. Charin is just the most useless character in this. I don't get his deal. So, you want to, like, move over? Alright, well, time for a boss fight with half of my team dead. I certainly came prepared for this one. And we're back to Golbat. Alright, well, Rock Slide. And probably dying from Air Cutter. No, okay. So yeah, I might have to use some revives in this fight, because I was an idiot and didn't prepare. Who's still alive, anyway? We've got... well, the other two are almost dead, so... yeah. If I was able to outspeed this thing, another Rock Slide would kill it, but I'm not able to outspeed it, so... how about that? The thing is, if I heal, it's just going to use Air Cutter again, so... I will heal Foliage. Get the switch in. And then probably be able to take whatever hits this thing does against me. No. I like how that bite did, like, no freaking damage, and that was neutral, keep in mind. Oh boy, confusion, my favorite. This is what happens when I don't learn from past mistakes. Alright. If I can hit this neck... oh, it's Bronzor. It's not going to be strong against it anyway, but sure, let's see how it goes. Please hit it anyway, maybe? Okay, good. How much will this do? Yeah, pretty much what I expected. No, don't make me skewed. Okay. Anyways, let's see, I could get a flamethrower. Probably should. You know, if this thing wasn't a steel type, now would be a perfect time to use self-destruct, but it would be wasted, so go ahead and heal anyway. And Sucker Punch, I guess. I would switch to Magby at this point, but then I'd have to use another healing item, and I don't feel like doing that. Alright. And I think this one has a Purugly, based on the haircut. No. Okay. That would make too much sense, I guess. Well, you are going to die to a psychic attack, so I should probably use a revive here. Why am I looking in the HP restore? That is not the right area. Actually, I can probably outspeed it and get some damage in, just in case the psychic doesn't finish it off. And use up the Citrus Berry. Alright, so I'm going to break my usual rules here and do a little bit of save scumming, because I'm probably not going to outspeed this thing, and there's a very good chance I could die on this first hit. If I don't, then I'm good. If I do, then I'm going to reload. Yep, okay. So, let's try to get out of this bad situation here. Where the hell are all my healing items? There we go. Poison jab might not kill me. Oh, it still pretty much does. Okay. Okay, I guess we're reviving somebody else. I would go for foliage again, but it has brick break, so... Yeah, this is kind of shit. This is what happens when you don't heal before a boss fight. Oh well. I have money, I can buy more revives after this. I'm going to revive... Who do I want to revive? You can at least get a hit in. Come on, take it. Damn it. Save state again. Because I don't think flamethrower is going to kill it, but let's see. Oh, critical. Okay, I will take that. And then I just leave. Oh. Do you have any Pokemon? Or do you just have, like, droopy eyes? Like, what is that face? No. Okay, fine. And they vanish without a trace. I like the mysterious red chain. It reminds me of the weird blue spinning orb thing from Victim's Adventure 2 that is never explained. It's just kind of like this strange villain plot device thing that doesn't actually do anything. So, I guess we're done with this place, and somebody has now moved the trash cans so I can leave. Alright, is Looker still around, or has he buggered off somewhere? Yep, looks like he buggered off somewhere. Okay. So, let me do some desperately needed healing here. I'm probably going to end the video pretty soon, but just to finish a thought from earlier, since I never finished talking about my Pokemon, or Pixelmon stuff, the last thing I tried to make before the server basically died off was, we ended up installing a different mod called, like, oh god, was it Better NPCs? Or I forget what it's called. Some kind of NPC mod, where you could, like, create characters to, like, to talk with and give quests and stuff. I built a giant ant farm, and I was going to, have a sort of like a mini gym kind of puzzly place run by an NPC that, you'd have to go through the ant farm and then get to the bottom of it and, like, find the warp out of it, and it would lead you to a fight against a guy with a bunch of bug types, and then if you beat him, you would win. Like, you would be able to pick one of the bug types to, like, put on your team, because you could have, like, command blocks that would actually give you custom Pokemon and stuff. So I was going to have, like, a Scizor, Heracross, Galvantula, just, like, all the good bug types, basically. I don't remember if Heracross was in that mod or not, but it probably was. But yeah, I finished making the ant farm, but then I never actually did anything with the idea, and it just kind of fizzled out. I had this other idea of, like, having this other guy outside the ant farm that was like an understudy who wanted to be able to beat the guy. I was going to name the gym leader Arthur, and he was going to be like, he's trying to beat Arthur and was never able to, and he heard about a legendary sword that had the Bane of Arthur's Pods enchantment on it, and you had to give him one of those in order to like get some kind of reward. And if you don't know Minecraft and don't get the joke, there's an enchantment called Bane of Arthur Pods, which is usually known for being really unwanted and not really useful. But it would make sense because it is like strong against spiders and he's a bug trainer, so yeah. Anyway, the reason I'm here is because the God damn it, I didn't get something with surf. I always do that. The reason I'm here is because the Lake Trio flew off, and I don't know if they're available yet. I want to say they're not until you complete the rest of the events in this sequence, but like once you head up to the top of the mountain and everything, but I wanted to check just in case. Now, if they are actually here, I don't plan on doing anything with them. I'm certainly not going to catch them yet, but I was just kind of curious. And no, not yet. Okay. They will be available later. Obviously, I'm not going to use any of them on the team, because that would go against the point of the run, but I will be catching them, I guess, or at least encountering them, because I do have to fight all of them to get the national dex. But yeah, that's about it for now. Next time we get to start the arduous climb up Mount Coronet, which is going to be more annoying than it has to be because it requires quite a few HMs. These HMs I have right here should be good enough, because I don't have Waterfall yet anyway. I'm not going to need Cut anywhere inside the mountain. I definitely don't need Fly or Flash or anything like that. Flash isn't an HM, but you know what I mean. I might want Defog at some point, but I can get by without it, so just the one HM user is fine. Leaves the question of who to leave behind. I hate having to do that, because it frickin' sucks, but it can't really be avoided. So let's go ahead and leave this one up to the comments here. Out of my 6 Pokemon, which one is going to be left behind for the Mount Coronet journey? Yeah, actually, you know what? I'll set up a straw poll for it. Why not? Obviously, here's your choices. You should know them by now anyway, but vote on who is going to be left behind. Keep in mind that after this whole thing, there's also going to be a Mantike joining the team, and I have not 100% decided who it's replacing yet, because I do like all of my team members. I might not go for the Mantike. I did want to try it out, though. But that's another matter entirely. We don't have to worry about that yet, so just vote on who's going to be left out for the Mount Coronet section, and that will be it. And I will see you for that.